Welcome back, guys, to another Friday Gamer Log. As usual, I'll be talking about the games that I've been playing, games that will be coming up in the direct future for YouTube, and any games that I have bought or want to buy. So, without further ado, let's get this thing started. As far as command mission is concerned, I made more progress and got to the boss in Chapter 4. And let's just say it's a really good thing that I had a ton of attack items. I never really bought or meant to store up a bunch of attack items, it's just kind of what I've been collecting along the way. But it's a really good thing that I had them, because every time I'd attack this boss with any normal attack, it would counterattack me. So I resorted to using attack items, and he wouldn't counterattack those, so it really helped out with this battle. And as you see right here, I destroyed the final boss of Chapter 4 and got all that cleared out. After I defeated the boss, I got a sub-tank and a virus missile. The sub-tank was really nice to have, but the virus missile wasn't anything too special. It's just a little sub-weapon that can give enemies the virus status, which is the equivalent to being poisoned in other RPGs. Once I finished off Chapter 4, I started up Chapter 5, Maverick Hunters Join Forces. This was the farthest I'd ever made it before this file. I remember I made it to this boss and got so frustrated that I never went back. But I managed to defeat this boss, which I still stand by what I said before. Up to this point in the game, he was easily the most annoying boss, Mach Gentra. But I did manage to defeat him, and got all that out of the way. I got quite a few things for defeating him as well. Following the battle with him, I had to fight a series of several mechanoloids, which that was cakewalk after the fighting Mach Gentra himself. Cinnamon's action trigger and Axel's action trigger got powered up after the battle against Mach Gentra. After I finished Chapter 5, I started up Chapter 6, The Meaning of Friendship. I made more progress and defeated the boss of that chapter. For the most part, I like all the teammates, but some of them I don't think are anything too special, like Massimo. Maybe I just haven't used him enough, but I don't really see anything too big or cool in him, really. He's alright, though. I'd like to give Marino more use, but I haven't really had much of a chance to give her much time. I like using Cinnamon because she's a great healer. Axel has a really fun action trigger. I liked using Spider because he had a weapon that can give more experience. And then, of course, X and Zero are really fun to use. As soon as I finished Chapter 6, I started Chapter 7, Block Transmissions. I saved and quit a little ways into that chapter. As far as Soul Calibur 2 is concerned, I got Link up a few more levels. Like I said in last Friday's Gamer Log, I've been tag teaming it between this and Command Mission. For every chapter I complete in Command Mission, I come back to Soul Calibur 2 and gain a level with Link. I've completed 3 chapters in Command Mission, so I've gained 3 levels with Link. He went from level 87 to level 90 now, so we still have another 9 levels to go. Things are starting to get to where they take a really long time to gain a level with him, though. Obviously, with him being so high leveled. We'll get to level 99 eventually, though. As far as Game & Watch Gallery 4 is concerned, I earned some more stars. I still don't have enough to be able to play the Zelda Game & Watch game, but I'm making some progress on it. Right now I have 83 stars, so yeah, we're a little over halfway there now. I got enough stars to where I can play Manhole in the museum, so that's pretty fun. I played Manhole before on the DSi, so I already know what that game is like. I've been trying to focus on one game at a time to try to get all the stars in it that I can. The last game that I got any stars in was the original Donkey Kong, the hard mode of the classic version. All I really did was stay down at the bottom and jumped over the barrels one at a time. Once you hit 300 points, if you haven't gotten hit at all, you get double the points. So after about 15 minutes of doing that, I had the 5 stars. Didn't take very long. I decided to start a file in the Game Boy Advance version of Final Fantasy I on the Dawn of Souls cartridge with Final Fantasy I and II. I've beaten Final Fantasy I a ton of times, but I've never once beaten the Game Boy Advance version of it. I decided to start a file and go through it so that I could see all the bonus dungeons and everything. My team consists of a warrior, a red mage, white mage, and a black mage. It saddens me how nerfed the red mage is in this game. For the longest of time, he had less HP than both of my other mages, Now he has more HP than my black mage, but still, his attacks, his magical attacks, don't do anywhere near as much as the other two mages do, as far as healing and attacking is concerned. But still, I still love red mages. One thing I'd like to see in the possible future, I doubt that this would ever happen, but I'd love to see another remake of Final Fantasy 1 with some more unlockable classes to pick from the start. Because I always love forming teams of mages and then having my red mage lead the team into battle. So I'd like to have at least one more mage so that I could actually have a full team of 4 mages. Maybe have a blue mage in the game. See how that would turn out. I mean, I doubt that that'd ever happen, but I think that that'd be a lot of fun. Last time I played the game, I fought the Fiend of Earth Lich, as you see right here. I beat him, and then I saved and quit right after this. I haven't checked out the bonus dungeons or anything yet, but I look forward to seeing them. As far as my red mage's magic is concerned, he mostly just has support spells. I didn't start giving him any elemental attack spells until I got to the 3rd tier spells. So right now he has Fire 3, and that's it as far as attack magic is concerned. I gave him some healing magic to use outside of battle and in battle if I really need it. But other than that, he mainly just has support spells, like stuff that'll help raise our speed or raise our attack or give us more elemental defense, just stuff like that. He's mainly just a support caster right now while giving us some pretty good extra physical attack. I've been keeping all my warriors completely up to date on all their weapons, armor, and magic. I really like that you can discard magics if you don't end up liking a spell, or if you wanted to do something a little differently than you originally planned. I like being able to actually get rid of a spell. After I defeated Lich, this little scene occurred. So, looks like one of the bonus dungeons is unlocked now. I haven't went to it or anything yet, but I plan to go to it eventually, but I saved and quit right after I defeated the Fiend of Earth. I've been enjoying the game a lot though, and I look forward to making more progress in it. As far as YouTube gaming is concerned, I have some good news. As you see right here, we have The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass, which is obviously a DS game, which can only mean that I now have a way to record DS games, which also means that we are now able to do Zelda Dungeon Fast Guides for Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass, as well as anything else that we might plan on doing for them in the future. So that made me really happy to finally have a setup for the 2 of these games. I was a bit worried about how things would turn out with these, but I'm really glad to finally have everything set up and ready to go with the 2 DS Zeldas. I still have to get down doing side swings with the mouse, but other than that, it's not too bad. As far as video game purchases is concerned, I mentioned back in episode 5 of the Friday Gamer Logs that I'd like to get Super Mario Advance 3, which is Yoshi's Island, ported to the Game Boy Advance. I also mentioned that I already own Super Mario Advance 2, which is Mario World, and Super Mario Advance 4, which is Mario 3. But I'd also like to get Super Mario Advance 1, which is Super Mario Bros. 2, the US version. So yeah, I'd like to get that as well because I also really like that game quite a bit. So I look forward to picking that up at some point or another. One thing that I really like about Super Mario Bros. 2 is the various amount of selectable characters, and how it's a little different from the rest of the series, but not in a bad way. So I really enjoy Super Mario Bros. 2. And well, I'm really glad that I finally got a way to record Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass, as well as any other DS games that I might end up doing in the future. But yeah, that is it for today's Friday Gamer Log, and I'll see you guys next Friday. Thank you for watching.